Hello, 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 and welcome to Larger Curves. Thank you for being in the house today, and thank you for being you, and thank you for taking your time to come on over here and talk about important things, not only reality show things, here in these YouTube streets with your girl, Larger Curves. Today we're going to have a special guest in the house, none other than Corri Berman, a fellow life and health agent, because you know that's what we do in these outside the YouTube streets, is help protect healthy working families such as yourself with life insurance, with income protection, with mortgage protection. There's child's education, there's burial money coming to you. And we're going to talk about the different ways that we can get these things to families en masse in a quick way, because you guys, Gofundme is not life insurance, okay? And that's no disrespect. You got to do what you got to do. But think about it. If you had the opportunity to not be a person that needed GoFundMe, or even worse, a couple weeks ago, I'm driving down the street thinking about Chick-fil-A, but decided not to stop. So I decided to get in the turn lane away from Chick-fil-A and everything, right? No, nothing against them. I just didn't need the extra calories that day, okay? So I decided to turn the corner, and you know how they have the island in the middle, the median thing, where it's to, make sure you're not in the other traffic on one of those kind of streets, the island thingy, right? There's a man, huge sign, freaking 2x4 stick with a picture of who he said was his father. And the sign said on a huge poster board on a 2x4 stick that he needed to collect money for his father's funeral. As a life insurance agent, my heart was broke for that family, because I know had I had the chance to sit with them, I would have been able to explain to them the options that were available to them prior to this event taking place, and making sure that their family never had to go through that. Can you imagine, you guys, literally having to be on the median thing in between cars, trying to get $1 to bury your dad, and his face is on a freaking poster? Can you imagine? I'm like, so it's something we got to talk about, okay? We might not want to, but we have to. So I'm going to bring Corri up, and we're going to talk about life insurance. We're going to talk about ways to keep your family safe. We're going to talk about ways to create legacy. We're going to talk about it, okay? Come on up, Corri. All right. Corri is here. Wait. See? Told you it's glitchy. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. I got energy today, you guys. I got energy today. I'm my own buffering. So, Corri,
Yes.
thank you for being here. I know it's your day off, technically.
It's always a pleasure, though.
Right?
Always a pleasure to be here.
Right?
Love the curvies. I am a curvy.
Yes, a curvy through and through. Okay. So, we're here to talk about it, you guys.
Yes.
You hear us okay? Life insurance. Now, we're going to look at some different things. I'm all about verbatim etymology. Let's get to the root of the words and what we're talking about, okay? So, this is no snub to GoFundMe, but GoFundMe is not the legacy you want to necessarily leave if you have an opportunity not to, is it? Like, am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping.
Yeah, and it's not just because I sell life insurance. Like, before I sold life insurance, if I saw something like that or saw a GoFundMe for a burial, I would be like the same, like, oh my gosh, I wish they would have had something for that.
Yeah.
Because that's just to bury the person. Whereas like a thing like life insurance will not only have the money to bury the person, but you'll also have something left over for your loved ones to be able to, have a little cushion during that time and get them through while they figure things out, if you don't have everything planned out. So, Here's what we're gonna do. Look, Bianca said hi, Corey.
Hi, Bianca.
Are we freezing to you too, Bianca? Because I'm freezing on my side. Am I freezing on your side, Corey?
Yeah, you're a little laggy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You're giving me max headroom.
Headroom.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help. Okay, I turned off the music. Maybe that'll help. Okay, I'm moving. I'm seeing myself move the way I'm moving. Okay, I
Give us
think
a
I'm
good
good.
matrix.
I think it was the extra gigabytes being sucked out by that freaking
Music.
it's called music. Yeah. Let's close all of these. Okay, I'm closing all of those. Okay, we're not in that one. Yep, we're in that one. Let's close this one. What's this? Yeah, we're gonna leave that open. And we need the Adobe for what we're doing today, Corey. So life insurance.
Yes.
What is it? What do people think it is?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Let's talk about overall insurance. What is currently insured in your life? In the chat, give me 2 things right now that are insured in your life. 2 things that by law
Mm-hmm.
are insured. You can include that, okay? By
Mm-hmm.
law, right? So
Mm-hmm.
your mortgage, if you have one,
Yep.
PMI insurance to cover the mortgage for the bank. That's not for your benefit.
Nah.
And you still are required to pay this insurance, right?
Yeah.
And then we have so we're doing types right now. And we
Car.
just did, yep, car is by law, PMI is by law,
Health insurance.
health is by law because if you don't have it, then you get a tax ding.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about the types of insurance that we currently are just like, okay, whatever.
Homeowners.
Who?
Homeowners insurance.
Homeowners insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And if you get a new car, we already said car insurance.
Yeah.
There's no baby insurance.
Uh-uh.
So those are major, and those are like on a daily, and those are by law. Now let's do the insurances that are by choice. So I know that my phone is insured by
Yep.
choice.
My computer.
Yep, my computer, electronics overall with the Geek Squad thingamajigget and
Mm-hmm.
other technical like warranty type of things, right? So that's a
Yep.
form of insurance, right?
I have extended warranty
Yep.
insurance on my car.
Yep, extended warranties. So the same thing is so you just said the car twice.
Yes.
Once by law and once by choice on the
That's right.
same thing that doesn't even have a heartbeat.
Exactly. I drive a computer with wheels. A
Computer
computer
with
with 4 wheels.
yep,
And it has to, and it's very expensive to fix.
right.
So I said, I'm going to add that to the car payment and I'm going to pay it.
That is crazy.
And I don't have one of those extended warranties where you have Ice-T or Vivica Fox. I have it straight from the manufacturer.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see there, that's what I'm talking about. So those are by choice. Any other by choices that we have?
Let me see.
We didn't say dental.
Extended warranty on the house.
Yeah,
Dental.
extended warranty on the house, on other electronics in the house, not just your
Mm-hmm.
computer.
Appliances.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what else. I mean, there's so many things. Yet, when you talk to a person about life insurance,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, "Oh,
I
I
can't
don't want
afford
to do it. Why do
it.
I need to do that?" But we
Mm-hmm.
just gave you a list together of 8 things
Yeah.
that don't have heartbeats, that can be replaced easily,
Mm-hmm.
that are totally there's a limit to the value you can put on it
Yes.
and what it does for your family. Whereas life insurance, there's only one of you.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one of you.
Yep.
There's
And
only one of you to provide what you already provide for your family, right?
exactly.
There's only you provide for your children. The day comes when
Exactly.
the Lord then we are willing to put our own law on our own selves, basically,
Mm-hmm.
personal law, and demand that we have
Yep.
life insurance for that event. Because GoFundMe is not life insurance, you guys. It's not. Let's take a look
Nope.
at this real quick. Real quick. I'm going to stop the screen
Real
share.
quirk.
Oh, darn.
But huh? Um, curves. Oh, okay. Here we go.
I accidentally hit the mute button and everything's still very laggy for some reason. Just for some
Mm.
reason. Okay, let's see. So this is what happened with rest in peace, Grandma Holla. It
Grandma
turned
Holla.
into this whole thing. And that's actually what got me thinking about even doing this live with you, Corey,
Yeah.
is that we have this Grandma Holla situation. So let's let this play.
And they also started wondering about her monetization across all social media.
We're going to open it back up.
Hey, players. So I have an update on Miss Holla, the situation with the GoFundMe, as well as the granddaughter's
Oh, my bad.
encounter with Darius Cooks Williams. That's the chef. So as previously reported, on January 14th, Miss Holla passed away after a long battle with cancer. Miss Holla's granddaughter started a GoFundMe with a goal of $10,000, saying that Miss Holla did not have life insurance, so they needed help paying for the burial expenses because everything that they were paying was coming out of pocket. Now, after this GoFundMe was shared by the Shade Room, many people started asking questions about why Miss Holla did not have burial or life insurance. And they also started wondering about her monetization across all social media platforms. So that's when Darius Williams chimed in and offered to pay for the funeral.
As a licensed insurance professional, let me let you know the reason why she probably didn't have insurance is because she may have been uninsurable by the time they thought about it. The best time to get insurance, people, is while you're young and healthy, because the things that determine your health insurance premium and insurability have everything to do with your age, health, and habits. So if Grandma Holla didn't have the money to get insurance until she got monetized while she's a grandma, then obviously she was probably uninsurable. Be sure to get your life insurance early, people. All right.
Hey, players. So I have an update on Miss Holla.
That's an example of how
Yes.
life insurance is something that you should get while you're insurable, when you're young and healthy. And so it doesn't turn into this huge thing for your family later, right?
Right.
So we also have the recent passing of rest in peace, PMBG, PMB, P,
PMB.
He did not have life insurance. No, he did
Rock.
not have a will. No, we didn't have nothing set up. We're so young. We don't plan on death. Like, so I don't get no death benefits. I don't get nothing. Like,
so when PNB Rock died, he left $3 million
Yeah, PMB
estate
Rock.
behind, with no last will and testament, no life.
So let's
That's right.
see.
He did not have life insurance. No, he did not have a will. No, we didn't have nothing set up. We're so young. We don't plan on death. Like, so I don't get no death benefits. I don't get nothing. Like,
so when PNB Rock died, he left
So
$3 million.
that is another example of how we're never expecting it. We never know when we're going to be, called home, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that they have two kids or however many kids, the house.
Mm-hmm.
He was the primary breadwinner. And now it's to this, sad day where they weren't prepared
Mm-hmm.
for that. And so, unfortunately, oh, right on.
Comes with everything installed already.
Oh my gosh. How much was that one?
$30.
Oh, nice. That is so
Only
cool.
10 more than the other one.
Wow. Sorry, you guys. My son just got his new iFace. Okay. So, what do you think about that, Corey? Which one of these do you want to start dissecting first? Or do you want to just get to what we're here to represent, which is the reason, the alternative?
Yeah. To GoFundMe, right?
Yes.
First, let's talk about Grandma Holler. Like you said, she may not have been insurable by the time she got the money to do that, but we have insurances on these expensive phones and other electronics that cost just as much as a policy would. $80,
Yeah.
$12,
Right.
$13.
Right.
It's all relative. If you can pay $13.99 for insurance on your iPhone, people, you can have a policy.
Yes.
You can have a policy.
Right.
And another reason why they talk about her monetization across social media, all of that probably went, half of that probably went to the funeral. The other half, if she has other bills, if
Mhm.
she has a mortgage still, or if she has other debts, the debt collector doesn't stop coming for you when, God forbid, God calls you home.
Right.
So you need these types of insurances, life insurance, that will help at least take up some of the slack. My mom's 83.
Hey, players.
He made the cutoff for insurance on our mortgage. It may not pay all of the mortgage, but it'll pay some of it.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's a little bit off my shoulders.
Right.
Let's have wills, people. P&B Rock doesn't have a will. They weren't married. Guess
Right.
what? She's out in the cold. Because if mama didn't like her, oh, she's really out in the cold. That Bentley
Mm-hmm.
she's riding in is gone. That $1.3 million home she's living in is gone. Grandmama don't care. Don't care. She's gonna take that. She's gonna sell it.
Exactly.
Why? Because then she and his siblings can bank the money. Because really, because they weren't married, all of his money and assets are going to his mother. And if she decides to give it to some of the siblings,
And he has a first set. He has a first child too, before
yeah,
the one that was just talking.
yeah. So then it's the first kid from some other person that before her, right? So that kid will get before her kid will get. And if mama doesn't like her, she will get nothing. So all of the time she spent being a homemaker to make sure he can be at the top of his game is for naught, because she's going to get nothing. Why? Because he did not provide for her.
Right. Oh my gosh. That's huge.
So, ladies, let's not, excuse me, wait a minute. Sorry, arthritic cramp, excuse me.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
God bless her. God bless her. Oh, look, we both doing stuff. Okay, you guys. So we're talking about life insurance today. And we're talking about how life insurance is not GoFundMe. And no shade to anybody, but it's not. And so we were looking at what made us think of this as life insurance agents most recently was
So I have an update on
this
Miss
Grandma
Holla
Holla
with the
situation.
GoFundMe, as well as the granddaughter's encounter with Darius Cooks Williams. That's
Ooh.
the chef.
Sorry, guys.
So as previously reported, On January 14th, Miss Holla passed away after a long battle with cancer. Miss Holla's granddaughter started a GoFundMe with a goal of $10,000, saying that Miss Holla did not have life insurance, so they needed help paying for the burial expenses because everything that they were paying was coming out of pocket. Now, after this GoFundMe was shared by the Shade Room, many people started asking questions about why Miss Holla did not have burial or life insurance. And they also started wondering about her monetization across all social media platforms. So that's when Darius Williams chimed in and offered to pay for the funeral.
As a licensed insurance professional, let me let you know the reason why she probably didn't have insurance is because she may have been uninsurable by the time they thought about it. The best time to get insurance, people, is while you're young and healthy, because the things that determine your health insurance premium and insurability have everything to do with your age, health, and habits. So if Grandma Holla didn't have the money to get insurance until she got monetized while she's a grandma, then obviously she was probably uninsurable. Be sure to get your life insurance early, people.
Hey, players. So I have an update on Miss
Okay,
Holla.
so like I was saying, that's what even got me thinking, hey, Corri, you want to talk to people about this?
Yes.
And then, we already showed the PNJ Rock one. His also had the same situation, and he has youngsters. These Grandma Holla, it was her grandkids, obviously, trying to get it. But can you imagine, like, your little kid, right?
Yeah.
So there's something that we can tell you about as life insurance agents, and it's actually a product that we offer exclusively through our company, and it is the Freedom of Choice Certificate. Here, I'm going to remove us.
Curves. Yes, this is a freedom of choice certificate, guys, and it will pay directly to the funeral home across the country. Just you don't tell them how much the certificate is for. Just negotiate the best price for your loved one's funeral, so that you can have some money left over, because that will go directly to the beneficiary.
In how long, Corri? That's the thing.
24 to 48 hours. It will pay directly to
your beneficiary.
beneficiary and directly to the funeral home.
Yes.
So negotiate the best price. Don't tell them the whole amount of the certificate, please.
Right. Because basically, the Freedom of Choice Certificate, once you get the insurance, the Freedom of Choice Certificate is what is used when your loved one, the beneficiary, has to go through the burial. Okay. That's the first thing, you guys. If we look at what is the funeral, right here, let's look at this real quick. This, I don't mean to be morbid, but there's funeral service, cremation, interment, transportation, transfer, casket, or urn, burial plot, or cremation niche, marker or headstone, clergy, officiant services, arrangement of funeral of ceremony, use of funeral equipment and staff, costs associated with producing certifying death certificates, and additional expenses is mandated by applicable local and state government laws or ordinances. And this was most recently updated last March. This doesn't even say specifically about like open and close. Like that's something that in freedom of choice, you don't have to worry about that. It's covered. Whatever you negotiate with your freedom of choice certificate is what is going to be given. Okay. So let's see what Google says. Oh yeah. All right. So there are 3 types of life insurance, and your girl Corri and I are both sellers of 2 of these specific types plus health insurance.
Yes.
But The three main types are whole life, which builds cash value on a 3% basis, no, a 4% annual basis a year after year three that you can borrow against on a tax-free basis. And if you choose not to pay yourself back, no problem, no worries. It's, hey, you just borrowed it from your own bank, basically. And the interest rate on that annually, your loan to yourself is only 8%. I know my credit card is like 27.6 right now. Okay. Like they're
Wow.
crazy. So you're only charging yourself 8% a year to borrow your own money from you that you're accumulating in your own bank account on a
Yep.
tax-free lump sum kind of basis and issuance to yourself, right? Now, universal life insurance is a nice one. I love universal. I can't wait to get me some, but I'm getting kind of to the thing where they won't want my whole next commission.
Oh,
So
wow.
but
Never
that
that.
one is where you can build a lot of wealth. So just like in whole life, a portion of your premium, which is your monthly payment for coverage. So should you pass during the month that you're covered, then obviously your family is going to benefit from everything that you've set up for them. Okay. And same with universal life insurance. It's still a life insurance that's going to pay to your beneficiary. However, the cash that it's increasing is like this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little extreme. Okay, so whole life is gradual, like that, 4%, right? Universal, I'd say it's kind of like it's
Okay.
good. Universal can be really good. But I'm not a pro in universal. That's not my niche. But I
Mine
do
either.
know that it's very, very great for the people that like to do that. Now, term life is an awesome, awesome vehicle also. However, the terms change or
Mm-hmm.
it terminates, thus the term life.
Term. Mm-hmm.
So okay, so your job insurance, that's basically term. Because when your
Exactly.
job terminates, that's
It's
terminate.
gone. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or you can pay the Cobra price for whatever insurances they do allow you to keep on your own. And we
Yes.
all know Cobra prices are like
It's through the roof.
through the roof.
Because
Okay.
you could be paying 20 something a month in your
Yeah,
health insurance or life insurance
right. Term is
while
like
you're at work. But once you leave that job, do you know Cobra can be $200 a month?
easy. Easy. This didn't do anything. Let's see. I was trying to make it I got this new soundboard, but it's not doing nothing. Yeah. Wow. Sorry. So yeah, so there's all kinds of life insurances. I don't do annuities. I don't do those types of things. I'm just straight life insurance. So I can tell you about the burial part that we also talked about, which is the Freedom of Choice certificate, which will immediately get you access and your family access to the burial because that's what's first. Okay.
Yes.
You don't want your family to have to be like, oh, we got to wait for the insurance check for how many months? 6 weeks? But your loved one needs to be buried like pretty soon, right? Like I'm not
Exactly.
sure who's waiting 6 weeks. So the burial coverage that comes with the freedom of choice type thing is awesome because you're already going to have your certificate after you sign your policy, and then you tell your loved ones how to initiate it, and should anything happen to you they just take it to the freaking funeral home. Anyone in the whole United States, can you imagine the convenience of that for your loved one? So not only do they not have to have a GoFundMe, not only do they not have to do a sign on a 2x4 with your face plastered on the side of it, bless their heart. Not only that, but you also get to leave them the instant 24 to 48 hours, you guys. That's how long people take to set up the GoFundMe.
Exactly. Exactly. And
You know what I
hope and
mean?
pray that you meet your goal,
Yeah. Yeah. But this is like 24 to 48 hours after your loved one goes to the funeral home and initiates the claim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fun
So,
fact. Well, not so fun, but an interesting fact. I don't believe Michael Jackson had life insurance.
no way.
I don't think he had life insurance because if remember how long it took them to bury him?
Yeah.
Janet paid for the private funeral and paid for some of the big funeral at the Staples Center.
Uh-huh.
She would not allow him to be buried until they paid her back from his estate. And you know how long it took
No
that to
way.
go through probate?
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
No
So
way.
we as a people, no matter what socioeconomic background that we have, need to do better. And I think it all comes down to how we were brought to this country and
Right.
how little we were allowed to put a value on our lives. Our families don't stay together because
Mm-hmm.
why? What did they do? They pulled us apart at every given turn. So
Right.
that is generationally passed down from generation to generation, father to son, mother to daughter, mother to son, father to
Yeah.
daughter, because these are things that we have been put through by the powers that be in this country that color or have an effect on how we handle things like this. We need wills, people. We need
Mm-hmm.
wills just as much as we need life insurance.
Right, right. And we also have that will kit that we can get to
Yes,
people. Like if you guys reach out to either of us, we can get you a will
a will
kit.
kit.
Okay. And yeah, yeah. So there's that. And that's for free, you guys. That's a free will
Yes,
kit for you.
yes, it is.
Because that's very important also. Okay, so now we did a versus. So we said the stuff about GoFundMe, what's not good.
Mm-hmm.
And the verses so far, I feel like we've been very um good at showing the pros about that
Yes,
without being like very selly even. Like we're not trying to sell you. We're literally just giving you information
yes,
as an agent as to how easy it would be to set your family up in a way where they don't have to do a GoFundMe or where they don't
yes.
have to put your sign on the 2x4. You know what I mean? Like for literally like $13 a month, you could have your family covered.
Mm-hmm.
And that's cheaper than the phone insurance. No, that's about $2. Um,
Well,
but
my Apple phone insurance is like $13.99.
yeah, see there?
Mm-hmm.
See? And then I know that extended car stuff, anything with electronics is going to be like upwards of $20, you know?
Yep.
And these are like monthly things that we're willing to do. So we just wanted to let you guys know the reasons as life insurance agents, we thought you might benefit from understanding that there is a way for your family to get what they need within that 24 to 48 hours, along
Mm-hmm.
with simultaneous payment to the funeral home.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and like we showed you the list also, that even if you are like, oh, um, I have a prepaid thing.
Burial.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have a prepaid burial, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you do have a prepaid burial, the funeral cost up front
Mm-hmm.
is like 20 to 30 years later.
Mm-hmm.
What if you change your mind? What if the funeral director, he makes all your money in the meantime and you paid taxes on that benefit too? Whereas life
Exactly.
insurance, you're not going to be paying taxes on that. And this prepaid funeral is not always transferable. Did you know that?
Yep, I knew that.
I didn't. I didn't.
Yes. And not only that, what if that funeral home goes under? What happens to your money?
Oh my gosh, there have been a number that closed, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
What some funeral homes are doing, this prepaid money that you're prepaying on a monthly basis so you can have a nice burial,
Uh
they're
huh.
using it to run the funeral home, some of them. Because why? Either poor management or they just need the funds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never
The
know
grass is
what
always
that
green.
money exactly. You never know what that prepaid money is going to. May not be going to
Right.
your funeral, that's for sure.
Right. Plus,
You
there's
know how they've
still.
had some, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. I already say the open and close things that happen? Like, there's still little fees
Yes.
after you even already paid for your funeral on a monthly
Mm-hmm.
basis, and that's only covered dollar
Yep.
for dollar. So the day you stop paying on that, then you're charged interest on those payments if you take too long. You pay taxes on the benefit,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be very expensive, especially when you are on a fixed income and it doesn't cover everything, like we just said. There's another option that you may think, oh, I don't necessarily need something like this, but hey, look, even if you do, you want to use your retirement funds
Mm-hmm.
or the actual life insurance or other insurance and borrow on it? You can let the family take care of that when it happens by because they have to wait for that insurance money. And what if in the meantime there's no coverage? And then what if they don't have equity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they might have to pay it back if they decide to loan or borrow against a retirement fund. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? To cover the funeral expenses. There's all those penalties and stuff sometimes and the interest rates. So,
Yeah.
there's not a right timing. You can't plan it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas life insurance, just in case for your car. Your car doesn't even have a heartbeat. Your car isn't going to hug your kids.
Nope.
Your car isn't going to make sure your kids get through college when you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Your car isn't going to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that the house that you live in with your wife, the mortgage continues or doesn't continue to get paid. The car is not going to do that. But you could do that for like such a minimal amount when you get in from the three major things, which are health,
Yep.
age,
Yep.
habits. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, that policy that your grandma got for you, and
Yeah.
you found out about it and you could have took over the payments and you might have decided not to. Well, in that case, had you taken over the payment, it would have been whatever price your grandma was paying,
Exactly.
you know?
And you're stuck and you have that same insurability that you had when you were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important part. That
Yes.
is the most important part. So no matter what happens besides, I guess what, terminal illness, um, you're still insurable.
Right. They even have insurance where if you're currently cancer free, they have insurance that will pay you upon cancer diagnosis
Yep.
up to like $150,000 or something like that, to go towards your treatments, to go towards your life, to go toward, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They have insurance, the Aflac duck.
Yes.
That's a form of insurance, you guys. I don't know if anybody out there is covered by Aflac, but the Aflac duck, you know, is
Mm-hmm.
there when you get hurt in an accident.
Mm-hmm.
They have that. Get
Yep.
hurt,
We
get
have a
paid.
similar. And that I think is on the lowest that is. I believe it's $4.50 a month.
The get hurt, get paid for one person, depending on the age, is anywhere from $12 to $17 a month.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll pay out $500 a day for your hospital and
Yep.
$250 because you have to go to the ER, you guys. There's all
Mm-hmm.
kind of things to help make you guys better.
Yes.
And those are tax-free payments.
You can get that for your kid. I don't think you can get Aflac for your child.
Oh, let's check. I'm going to check right now.
Okay.
Okay. So, but with the freedom of choice overall, right before we check that, with the freedom of choice overall, there would be no more family worries ever,
Mm-hmm.
as long as you had it engaged. It would cover the full amount paid up front. So even if you got it for 100,000 and only had it for a month, and then Kapowie,
Mm-hmm.
it would still pay out 100,000. So, and it can be used at any funeral home. So you won't have to like be only over there, only over there. It goes to any funeral home in these United States. It covers all possible funeral expenses, 100% tax free. And there's no interest charges on the monthly payments for this freedom of choice insurance for your family. So that is an option. There are lots of other options in the world too, but we know about the freedom of choice life insurance option, burial coverage. And this is just information. It's not a commercial.
Nope.
It's not a paid advertisement or anything like that. We just thought that it would be so cool to let our friends know, and so that they could let their friends and loved ones know
Mm-hmm.
that, look, let your people know they don't have to do a GoFundMe. There's this thing called insurance
Yes.
that they're very familiar with, as it turns
Mm-hmm.
out, because the list gets
Exactly.
longer and longer.
Longer. You even have pet insurance.
Yes. Oh, we forgot the four legs, the fur
That's
babies.
right. They have pet health insurance.
The fur babies. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. Okay. They have insurance on your jewelry.
That's right. Sure do.
Yep. Yep. They have insurance on. We're gonna keep thinking of all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a myriad of reasons. There are a myriad of ways you can insure something. And if you can insure those things, you can insure your life. So your kids can go to college when you're, God forbid, you're gone. Leave legacies. We need to start as a people, start thinking about leaving a legacy. They didn't want us to be worthy enough for legacies, but gosh darn it, we are. Did I just say gosh darn it?
Yeah. That was
We
good.
are. We are. I mean, I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm not trying to be a saleswoman. I'm just trying. These are things that I have thought about for my life, for my son who has special needs, that I've been thinking about for a very long time. Why? Because I'm the only parent that really cares about his welfare. I'm the only parent that cares about who's going to take care of him when I go eventually.
Right.
God forbid. Patooey, patooey. You know?
Yeah.
So
Totally.
these are things as single moms, single dads,
Mm-hmm.
aunties and uncles taking care of nieces and nephews because their loved ones have passed on. These are things that must be thought about and talked about. If we don't talk about these things, how many of us have sat in grandma's kitchen or living room and she says, "Oh, the insurance man's coming today. Oh, the insurance man's coming today."
Yeah.
You know how many? I can't think of countless times I've sat at my great grandmother's kitchen table and watched the insurance man take her monthly payment and talk about her coverage.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm not the only. I'm old as Methuselah, but I'm not the only one out here who knows or remember those things. It was a big thing when the insurance man came.
Yeah. My
Second to
granny.
second to the encyclopedia salesman.
Oh,
Remember
Britannica
that?
all day long.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I'm
guys, you're
old.
old.
I'm
We're
so
old.
old.
We're old. Hey, Corri,
Mm-hmm.
join the live on IG and let's do it two places. That
Okay.
was also Shayla's other idea. I asked her, was she going to start asking for a manager fee? And she said no, but here's a way to make more money. I was like, she's so sweet.
Yes, she is.
Manager fee. And she said, hey, Corri, here's a way to make more
Hey.
money. We should join each other. So how can we do that? Because she was like, is there a way to do it both ways? And I totally forgot till the second. Hey, Paul Michael Green, what's good? How's it going, my
Hello.
East Coast brother? Glad you popped in. Oh, let me wave at you guys. A wave thing popped up. Cool, cool. I wondered
There
how
we
that
go.
happened.
Hi.
Right on. Hey, so Paul, we're on live on my YouTube channel right now too, right? And we've been on there for like 47 minutes and 57 seconds so far, talking about
Mm-hmm.
GoFundMe versus freaking life insurance or burial coverage,
Freedom of
right?
choice.
What do you think, Paul? Like, do you think? Oh, good to see you too. Awesome.
Me too.
What do you think? Do you think that like if there's an option A instead of GoFundMe for funeral services, no shade, like shouldn't that be kind of like just like maybe people don't know? So we were telling people about life insurance and how it's a good option for a little bit of money up front. You could like cover it yourself and not have that option for your family to have to go out there and do that stuff, right? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, Corri,
Yes.
say something on your live. Oh, are you on your live too? Hello?
No, I joined yours. Let me.
Yes, see, Paul Michael Green. Yes, my East Coast brother says that life insurance is the best way to go, you guys. See, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's so cheap, you know? And there's all kinds. We were talking about that too. Like we have whole life insurance, we have term life insurance, there's universal life insurance, you know, and there's a
Mm-hmm.
whole lot of others. There's like 7. So, but we were just talking about the one that specifically gets your family covered in that time of need for like the burial coverage, right? Right
Mm-hmm.
on. So, what else were we gonna say, Miss Corri? I'm with Corri Berman on the live on YouTube. And so she and I are talking about
Well, hello, hello, hello.
this.
Hello, my lovelies. I'm live with Curves, LRG Curves. And we're talking life insurance versus GoFundMe.
Yes, GoFundMe should be the last resort, Paul. Uh, and it's kind of sad that, you know, that maybe they didn't know about it sooner or whatever. I'm going to have to call you back, darling. And she was on my mind too, but I'm going to have to call her back. But she was on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Let me write that down. Call Erica. Right
That's
on.
right.
Oh, am I on here? It's flashing on my side. I
No,
don't know.
you're here.
Man.
Yeah.
Don't disturb me while I'm on here. Stop doing stuff. Yes. So, but Paul is very engaging. I love it, Paul. But he said, yes, GoFundMe is a last resort. I don't know who's in our chat in here in YouTube, but what do you guys think? Like, can we get is it a one for GoFundMe and I don't know, and a money bag for life insurance?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's right. That money bag. Save your bag
Yes.
by getting life insurance. Okay. Save the
Right.
bag.
Save
Save the
the
bag.
bag. Save it. All right? For real, for real. And then we were talking about like there's not only life insurance, but there's income,
And
there's
protection.
protection, the same way you get an extended car warranty. There's
Mhm.
mortgage protection
Protection.
that specifically will pay off your mortgage if anything happens to you. So your loved ones can either stay in the house or get the money for it or whatever. And
Exactly.
that's just like what? When you get an extended warranty on your phone, right? Like,
Hmm.
so you get the phone and then you get extra, right? And then they have, what's the other one we were saying? Oh,
Um,
child's education,
yes,
obviously. And that'll
that's
make sure that
accidental
your
death.
kid has enough money to go to college. Like, that's
Hmm.
amazing, right? So,
Yes.
um, yeah, so we talked about that. And that is like how we already have. What other insurance did we talk about? We talked about computers, cars. Oh, computers. You get that
Hmm.
extended warranty and computer insurance. So, like, if you drop it, then it's covered. So you don't have to pay the whole thing again, right?
Exactly. They'll fix it, ship it back to you for free.
Right? Right?
Hmm.
Well, this will ship to your family in 24 to
In
48
48
hours.
hours.
Honestly. And that is a wonderful thing. There will be no need for a GoFundMe. Nobody will have to go pick up a second job. Nobody
That's
will have
right.
to go to
Hello,
the gym,
UB.
you know? Yeah. Oh, Dina the Explorer's in the house.
Hi,
What's
UB.
good, Dina? Dina, we're talking GoFundMe versus who's it's called? What did we say? Life insurance.
Uh,
Yeah.
Life insurance, burial
GoFundMe
insurance.
versus life insurance,
Insurance.
basically.
Yes. That's
It's
what
no
we're talking about
shade.
today, people. We're talking about
It's
life
just
insurance versus
maybe people didn't know.
GoFundMe.
Hey, yeah, maybe people didn't
It
know
has
that.
been
Like,
forever, Hubie. Yes, it has. I'm here with a friend of mine. We're both on live. Go to LRGA Curves at YouTube, and you can see our live at YouTube, Hubie.
yeah, if
And
you
we're
come over
talking
to the
about
live on YouTube,
GoFundMe
that's where I meet
versus life
me and
insurance
Corey are in here having a great conversation about GoFundMe versus
versus life insurance. That's right.
no shade. No shade.
No
But
shade. No tea, no shade. Get life
yes, no
insurance,
tea, no
people.
shade. It's just life insurance, people. So we're going to show the other one, which is another reason why we thought, oh, let us do this talk because people, the day is going to come. I'm knocking
Yeah.
on wood, not tomorrow, not no time soon, but the day will come, you guys. So let's play this. Let me share the screen again. We'll go right here. We'll go right here.
He did
Yes.
not have life insurance. No, he did not have a will. No,
That's right, Hubie. It is a
listen to us.
must.
We're so young. We don't plan on
So
death.
happy that you have it.
So
Sup, Kai?
I don't get no death benefits. I don't get nothing. Like,
So when PNB Rock died, he left
Yes, Kai. We're talking life insurance versus
left
GoFundMe.
will and
I
testament.
hope you have a policy, Kai.
Now he left her surviving 2 children
If
behind.
not, call your
One from
auntie.
his girlfriend and one from his current girlfriend. Now, both parents are obviously living guardians for their children. After his estate is settled with probate fees, any outstanding debts, credit cards, he might be left with a whopping $2 million, maybe. He also just purchased a $1.3 million house. So for them to continue
Good.
life on that
I
house
taught you well. Love
is
you,
not
Kai.
sustainable. So when is all said and done, his mother and surviving siblings can also get money first. So it's going to be very hard for their family to continue life on as if he was here. For them to be heroic, of course, and be strong and saying they'll figure it out. But the best thing that you can always ensure your family the same quality of life is by preparing and planning ahead by purchasing life insurance in getting your affairs in order.
In order. Okay.
Okay.
Did not have life insurance.
So yeah, so all this stuff made us think about getting this information out
Mhm.
to our friends in these YouTube streets and now in
And
these
the IG
IG
streets too.
streets.
And remember, people, you may have life insurance. Is it outside the job? Because if it's
Right.
not
Everybody, oh,
outside the
that's
job,
right.
you really don't have life insurance. Because once
Just
that
like you
job
said.
says goodbye, so does your life insurance.
Because
That's
what?
why it's called term.
Term. It terminates or the terms change.
Exactly.
So
You're at
your
the mercy
job
of your job
insurance
if you don't have
is
it
definitely
outside of
attached to your
your job.
job. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just like the health insurance at your job.
That's
So,
right. Make sure you have extra, Kai.
right. And then, even if you have your life insurance, like I know for a fact, there are certain term companies that they're not paying out for a good 14, 27 days. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
sometimes you just want to be able to like have it taken care of sooner than that. And so there's also specifically burial
Insurance.
insurance,
Burial.
you know, because
Or
it's
cremation
accepted, right?
insurance.
Because it's accepted at the funeral home, and the visit to the funeral home is what triggers the payment to the beneficiary. You
That's
see there?
right.
Right. So after that hard day that they have to go and make the arrangements, whatever your wishes were, because you planned ahead, because that's what you do,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hopefully, they planned ahead.
Exactly. Exactly. Those who can do and those who haven't yet, you know, is that on my face? And those who haven't yet will soon, you know.
Exactly.
Maybe now we're helping somebody. I hope this information has been helpful. You know, we've been in here for an hour. I'm going to, Corey, do you think we should
Yes.
say anything else? I mean, I think we kind of covered it.
I think we covered it all. For those on my IG who missed the beginning of this live, go to LRGA Curves at YouTube and watch the replay for us.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
From
please
us.
do.
She's a fellow life insurance agent. And why don't you like, subscribe, and share to her as well?
Yeah.
Exactly. Follow her on Instagram. She's on
Yeah. So
Instagram.
if you guys
LRG
go here, I'm
Curves.
going to spell it for you here on my thingamajigget. LRGAC
Curve. That's right.
on YouTube. YT. How do I pin this? Oh, pin.
I
Look.
don't know. This is my first
Oh, look,
live.
you just touch your face and then a thing pops up with the option.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see.
This
So
is
yeah,
my first live.
this is your first
Instagram live.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't know what I'm doing, but hey.
This is fun then. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
Right on. And look how well we're using it. We're using it for good.
Exactly. If anyone needs life insurance, DM me. Okay.
Right. I'm your agent. Like if you want to ask me any questions about what we've talked about today, then go ahead and DM me at Larger Curse here on Instagram, or you can get at me in the comments of this video on YouTube also at Larger Curves, which is pinned right here for you guys. So
DM me at Corri Berman 1 on Instagram.
Yes, and check out Corri. Thank Corri for coming through. Corri Berman 1 is my co-host today on our talk about GoFundMe versus
life insurance.
Life insurance. Okay. So it was a great talk, Corri.
It was.
It was, right?
Yeah, I hope we've reached some people. if you don't have to buy from us, that's fine. But what I do want you all to do is take in what we've told you, think about
Research,
it,
due diligence.
research it, due diligence, find out what's best, what the best life insurance for you plan is for you,
Yes.
and
This
do
has
it.
not been financial advice, nor is this a paid commercial of any type. This is just
Exactly.
us sharing our information with you guys.
Exactly.
Yes. So we thank you guys for coming through. And hey, smash those buttons on your way out or on your way in or in the replay if that's where you found us. All
Mhm.
right. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button.
Yep.
And if you haven't already, hit that bell so you can get notified next time your girl, Larger Curves, uploads a video. And so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that
That's
we're growing
right.
over here in these YouTube streets. Thank you, Corey Berman, also at Lola Lane
Lane.
here in these YouTube streets. You want to hurry up and change your name? Can you rename yourself so they
I
can
sure
see you?
can. Let
Okay.
me do
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna let her do that. So you guys can get at her YouTube because they are excellent over there and got to support the sisters. So
That's right. Become a lovely at Lola Lane.
lovely Lola Lane. Yes. Yes.
All right.
Okay, let's see. See right there how she has it right there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys check this in the replay too,
Yes.
you'll be able to see that towards the end here, last about the 1 hour 3 minute mark, you'll be able to see her channel for the YouTube. Love her. We love her. Okay, you guys, thanks for coming through. Leave a comment. I love to engage. I want to answer questions. Let's find out, you know what I'm saying?
Hi,
Do
bro.
your research. Listen to what I'm
That's right.
saying. Hey, and look at how young it happens or how old it happens. You never know.
Exactly.
There's all kinds of things that you can get covered in addition to
That's right.
this wonderful list that Curry and I have come up with that keeps growing of
And
things that
growing.
we already insure that has no heartbeat, that can't hug nobody, that's not going to provide for your kids when you're gone.
That's
It's
right.
not going to make sure your wife can stay in the house. Nothing on this list is going to put your kids in college. Nothing on this list is going to make sure your wife stays in the house
Nope.
or husband. Nothing on
Or
this list.
keep it, or that you can keep that car.
Right. Or that you can keep the car or that the burial will happen immediately. There's
Exactly.
nothing on this list.
So
But we
life
pay all of
insurance
these
is
either by law,
important, people.
we're either paying by law or by choice, but none of it has a heartbeat.
Exactly. None of them are more important than your children.
Yeah. So that's the point. Life insurance is for the living, y'all. Life
That's
insurance is for
right.
the living. Hey, Mr. Dula Bay. What's good? How's it going? Yeah, we were just wrapping up on this YouTube live over here. Thanks for
Right.
popping in. Okay, you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Curvies. See you later. Corey, I love you. Thanks for coming through, darling.
Love you more.
Right on. Right on. I hope the people got something from this. I think they did.